Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Now, if you guys are a little confused, I actually did forget to record me sketching this piece, so you guys just have to watch the line art and coloring. But yeah, I just apologize that I forgot to record the sketch portion of this piece, but very similar to the process I did in my Wings of Fire Hybrid Challenge video, so you know, no, it's not too bad. But anyway, for this piece, I was really inspired to do like a, not witchy theme, but kind of more like a dark bioluminescent sort of theme, and I did just do a straight up sea wing, just because, again, I've said in my other video that sea wings are one of my favorite tribes, so I think it's only fitting to, you know, make a sea wing, and I was also just in the mood for it, so I did give him some extra features, like the little, not fins exactly, but on the side of his head, it's kind of paying homage to like an axolotl a little bit. I thought that was cute, and I wanted to make him, he's like kind of like the grumpy teenager a little bit, like it's hard to explain, but I wanted him to be kind of grumpy, grouchy kind of guy, a little like Flame from Wings of Fire, and I like his expression. I had a few issues with his mouth originally, but I think it turned out okay. I mean, there's not much that's really special about his design other than his coloring, which we'll get to later. For the line art, I just give him some normal wings, not too special. And I was just kind of lazy, so I didn't want to have to design whole new wings for him, but in the future I might like create my own like sea wing wings. But I did give some little veins on the inner portions of his wings to add some more like detail and depth. You can see here I was really experimenting with the patterning, but I ended up just scrapping it because I thought it looked too busy. You can see there is my mood board, and it's definitely more like dark and like murky, like water. I feel like he'd live in like a river or something, like fresh water, not salt water. I know that's sort of random, but anything that's like greenish hue I always think of as living in a river, and the blues I always think of ocean. So I did end up making him like a river dragon dweller, so yeah. I mean, he's still a sea wing, but maybe I should create my own tribe. Wait, that'd actually be such a good idea for a video. Do you guys think I should make my own, like, Wings of Fire, like, dragon tribe? So I'm just thinking, that's like, wow, never thought of that before. But about his coloring, I went for this, like, almost a minty green color, dark mint, I guess, or a bluish sage color. And I do end up going over a lot of this with a darker green, but I always like to keep the base coat of fairly light color so I can see my sketch. And I did mainly just do color picking from the mood board because I was too lazy to hand pick the colors, so I just color picked them. And I'm not mad at it. I did end up giving him some like bright yellow bioluminescent spots, and I think it looks really cool, and I'm not 100% happy with his design. I really wish I could have incorporated more of like the mushroomy and the moth like vibe. The mushrooms and the moth vibe, but I was not too worried about this. This was more of just me playing around with different concepts and not putting much pressure on myself, and I'm not 100% happy with the end result, but I'm not mad at it. He reminds me of like dark misty forest or murky water and like little bits of bioluminescence or like fireflies or something. I know it's like really random, but that's what it reminded me of. And then I did these like draping moss patterns all over him, and I wanted it to look a bit like algae or like lichen or something like growing on him, and I'm pretty happy with the end result of this. I think it gives some nice detail, and I'm pretty happy with it. But what do you guys think? I personally really like his color palette. Anything green I love. I am a huge fan of green, so I'm kind of a sucker. And again, I love sea wings, so yeah. I did also give him a bit of bold like accents lining him, his like fins and stuff, and I'm pretty happy with this. I actually got the idea from a Pinterest reference I saw, and if you guys watch my Wings of Fire Hybrid Challenge video, you can see I briefly checked it out, and it is the rain wing with the gold outlining, and I really liked the gold idea, and I'm gonna try to find their Pinterest account so I can credit them, but I did not save it, so I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but I'm hoping I will. And I'm generally like really happy with how his design turned out, and I did end up recording me outlining him in white. I did do his lines a little thicker than I did for Prism, but I really like it. I really like it. I don't have much of a character backstory for him. I was really more focused on the color palette, but I'd love to come up with some more backstories for my characters. Maybe him and Prism, like they meet each other when Prism is exploring and they become friends, or I always love the opposites relationship where one is really bubbly and nice and then the other one is very serious and kind of moody. I don't know. I think it'd be such like a fun dynamic, but I mean, it's been done so many times and there's only so much you can do with it, but I always love that sort of storyline. Grumpy character starts to soften up with the warm, bubbly character, and I love it. I love it. The story arcs in general, like grumpy characters, just, you know, getting a little more comfortable. Especially like I like Crowfeather's arc a lot from Warrior Cats. I like his character arc, and Winter's from Wings of Fire. I'm such a sucker for mean guy turned like softy. I don't know. I find it very nice and pleasant to read, and it's very cool for me. And I think that's really all I have for this piece. And if you guys liked this video, please leave a like and subscribe. It would mean so much to me. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye!